That angel that fell from the sky. That's what I thought about you till I lit in your eyes. There was truth behind your lies. Girl, you been tripping just like you been switching for sides.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is your favorite Prince CJ Voices, and today I am back with episode 2 of the Saiyanhood podcast. I have, Jackson and Gavin here like they were last time. We also got JJ here, the boy, very on VT. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Good morning.
Good morning. The most immaculate introductions in history here, man. Yeah, we're gonna both talk about some anime. Specifically, the specific topic is the best of anime, as you can see probably in the title. I don't know what the title's gonna be. It's probably gonna be that though. So I'm gonna run through a couple questions and whatnot. We're gonna be talking about who is the best of each of these categories. But before we do that, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell so you stay notified. And comment down below what topics you'd like for me to get around to next, and I will try my best to get around to them. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start off with question 1, which is, who is the best villain in anime? And there's a lot of ways I can go down that road. Because honestly, there's a couple. I ain't gonna lie to you.
There's a couple. Yeah, there's a couple.
I was saying, are we doing like a top 5 scenario?
No, top 1.
Like,
number 1.
we're just doing number 1?
Number 1. Yeah. Top 5 doesn't make for enough conversation.
That's fair.
Indeed.
Straight villainy. Straight villainy.
Villainy. Yeah, straight villainy.
Straight villainy? Okay.
Number 1 villain. Because honestly,
that's hard.
At first, I was going to name somebody, but then I'm like, they're not really a villain, more just, I guess, misunderstood. Yeah, they're more of a misunderstood kind of person. I'm like, that's not really a villain to me, though. It's like a villain to me is someone who is like just straight evil. Like they do evil things for the shits and giggles of it. They don't need a real reason.
I'm gonna just throw a couple names out there.
All right.
As like up there for, not saying that they are the like top villains yet, but just throw a couple names out there. We got Frieza.
Yeah, that's a good one. He's on my list. He is on my list.
Yeah, he kind of has to be on the list. We got Madara.
Yeah,
Madara is a really good villain. He is a top. He's probably my favorite from Naruto, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, no, same. Trying to think of some other ones.
definitely got Pain.
Pain is such a good. He was such a good character.
I'm about to say Pain and Obito both are up there. But like best villain, I don't know.
It's hard to say.
Good villain, but best villain.
I think personally, and anyone watching this video, look. I have nothing against newer gen animes, but I think all the best villains are of older gen animes. Because back then, there was just a lot more villainy actually happening.
Yeah.
Newer gen animes are a lot more chill. They're a lot more understandable. Back then, no, they were just doing evil shit for no reason, just because they wanted to.
I want to say All For One.
Ooh, that's a good-ass villain.
He did fucked up shit just because he was a hating ass nigga.
Literally just because.
That was it. Just because he was a hater.
Also Boo, but specifically Kid Boo.
Kid Boo is the most evil son
Black Air Force incarnate, bro.
Yeah.
But now the question is, who's the best?
Okay, so how about this? Let's do this? We all together make our own top 5, and then we narrow it down to the number 1. I think that'll make it easier to find out who number 1 is. Okay. Y'all go ahead and pick out your top 5. I'm gonna pick out my top 5.
I don't really watch a lot of anime, so I don't really have a lot of villains I can list out for my top 5.
Hey, Dragon Ball already gonna have like 4 of them. So.
Yeah,
I was gonna say the same thing.
The only things I could give balls on my list, which is possibly 4 at the time, I don't know who my 5th one could be, but I've got Frieza as 1. Kid Boo, obviously.
Yeah.
Then I got Zamasu or Goku Black, and then my last one is not going to be a Dragon Ball, but I'm going to say All For One from My Hero Academia.
All For One is a very good villain. For the sake of being a villain, he is a good one. It's hard for me to... What I didn't even think about this dude, but Aizen from freaking Bleach, that nigga is
Oh my
crazy.
god! Wait, you're so
Oh my!
right.
I'm cooking right now. Aizen is such a crazy villain. Oh my
Aizen
gosh,
was such a hater.
he was
Like
literally
all the best
literally-
villains were haters. That's all I gotta say. All the best villains were
They're
straight haters.
straight haters. Honestly, I don't even know if I can do a 5. I know I got Kid Buu, Frieza, All for One, or fucking, and let's see. I want to say Aizen. I really do want to say Aizen. I haven't watched Bleach in forever though.
I got mine.
Oh, what's that nigga's name? You watch.
Yeah,
Thousand Year
sure,
Blood
whatever the
Year.
fuck his name is. Yeah,
Yeah. That motherfucker. Oh my god, the schemes.
yeah.
Oh my god, the twists and turns with this motherfucker.
It's hard
Were
to.
just insane.
It's really hard to pick out of all the good villains. Like there were so many good villains.
Because you could say Meliodas' father, the true that the demon lord, that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Straight hater.
Yeah.
Because how you gonna curse your son and his love interest for eternity, bro?
Crazy work.
Like how you gonna do that, bro? Just because they love
One
each other.
Piece has a couple of really good villains too, though. Like, One Piece has.
I don't know many. I do know Doflamingo is a fucked up fucker.
He's a fucked up.
Oh,
Well,
no,
I think
Blackbeard's fucked
I
up.
have my list.
Go ahead.
The one I like. So I put Madara at 1 just because Madara was he was on some demon timing.
He was
in
on
that
some
show.
nefarious type shit.
Then I did Frieza, Kid Buu,
King Boo.
Aizen, and then All for One. That's my from 1 to 5 right there.
Well, I think I got my top 5.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna have
You
to
guys
put
do.
Kid Buu at top because
That's fair.
he was just pure anarchy incarnate.
Yeah.
Straight
That's right.
anarchy. I'm gonna have to go with Aizen second because that motherfucker was a scheming motherfucker the whole time. Goku Black, for the simple fact,
Mm-hmm.
he was just hating the hate and it was funny.
No, yeah, for sure.
Madara, because what Gavin said, crazy shit that motherfucker was cooking up in his head. I'm gonna have to go last, All for One, because that motherfucker just hated.
I'm not even gonna do a 5. I'm gonna just do 3. Because I've thought about this.
Ooh.
Okay, the 3 are Aizen, Kid Buu, and Frieza. Those are my 3. I was going to say Goku Black would be 4, but I just don't think he touches the other 3, in my personal opinion.
That's fair.
He does.
So then
He
the-
doesn't.
He is a
doesn't.
malevolent, evil bastard, but I don't think he touches the other 3.
Frieza just hated monkeys, bro. That is his
Well,
whole
'cause
thing.
To me, right? And I might even exclude Kid Buu for this reason, because when I think of villain, you also have to be like not just top level hater or top level evil. You have to be top level sadistic. Like you're just torturing people for the sake of torturing people, and we have seen like Frieza do that on various occasions, just for the fact that he can.
Yeah.
Goku Black was sadistic, but only in the sense that he wanted to torture Trunks.
Eradicate. Yeah, he just wanted to.
He
torture
wanted
Trunks
to
and eradicate
torture
him.
Trunks as Trunks was trying to
Yeah.
save the mortals. So he's like, no, yada yada yada. I'm gonna take this hero that you have such on a high pedestal and knock him down a couple pigs. But like,
He took
Frieza
down,
would torture
like,
people just for
everything,
the sake of it.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say that Goku Black had his he had reasons. Frieza don't have a reason. Frieza is just, I can do it whenever the
Yeah,
fuck
I'm
I
about to
want.
say his reason is I just
I can do it
I'm
because
allowed to.
Plus, at the same
because
time,
I'm
Goku
the
Black was
leader
more
of
of a
the universe.
slaughter kind of person. Like he goes in for the kills over. Like Frieza was sadistic. He wanted you to feel the pain while he was talking his shit. Like that's some
Like literally, when he
Yeah.
first went to the Saiyan for the first time, he was just having fun with him. He didn't
Literally-
care. He was like,
literally.
"Oh, do this,
He
do that. I don't
really
care."
did not care. He didn't care what else.
But with that,
This motherfucker was.
honestly, actually, no. Which people might think I'm kind of tripping on this. I'm gonna swap Kid Buu for Super Buu for that reason. Because Kid Buu was more just kind of evil incarnate
He
and
was
very
Yeah, he was
destructive.
evil incarnate.
But
Yeah,
Super Buu,
actually,
he
yeah.
actually had a brain. He had a brain.
he
But
was calculated with.
he
his,
was
with his sadistic
calculated
moves.
with his evil, maniacal ways. Like he would intentionally do specific things, and like that. That's
I
the true
low-key
evil.
Forgot about.
That's the true evil right there. The true
Oh,
villainy.
yeah, I replace my Kid Buu with Super Buu too because I forgot that motherfucker.
And then with Aizen, listen, I ain't even got saying much. It was all a part of his plan. Like, dude, you know how fucking crazy you have to be for everything to be a part of your plan? You've been scheming this for so long. For so long. It's all a part of his plan? Bro. That dude Aizen, yo. I don't even think I would have attempted to fight that man. I just said, nah, I give up. If I win, it was a part of your plan. If I lose, it was a part of your plan. How am I supposed to win? What am I supposed to do? It's all a part of your plan.
Look, he was always 1,000 steps ahead.
I said, there's really like nothing you can do. It's a part of the dude's plan. You can't really do anything.
I'm gonna be real, because I was gonna add Virgil from Devil May Cry.
Virgil
is a good one. Because there are 2 anime adaptations.
Yeah.
And I know he's mainly in games. But he is, like, that's what I'm gonna say honorable mention, Virgil. Because not only was he just wanted this brotherly rivalry, but he blamed Dante too, which is kind of fucked up. He blamed Dante, even though it wasn't Dante's fault, because they were both kids.
Dude, I just had a realization.
But he showed, like,
I was just enlightened. The only other new gen villain that is probably in the top 5 bracket for best villains is gonna be Sukuna. This man literally wiped out so many people in Yuji's body just to be like, now look at what I've done. And that shit was crazy. I'm like, bro, you just eviscerated all these people in his body. It made that nigga like, bro, I would have been tweaking.
And then took his best friend's body.
Yeah, no, I would have been tweaking. I would have been tweaking. Cause you're telling me you just wiped out Shibuya and told me to gaze upon that shit? Are you serious?
Gave this man so much trauma that he was willing to die by Mahito.
Like that dude,
because he felt like he was.
Sukuna is a good ass villain, bro. He is a good ass villain. That shit was crazy. That shit was so evil.
Oh my god, we forgot.
Now we gotta rank the best one.
wait, before we rank it, Eren Yeager.
I don't see him as a villain.
I wouldn't say villain, perhaps, but he was very fucked up. Because I know his whole goal was just to help his friends, but he had it the wrong way. He wanted to destroy everyone.
He was definitely a very twisted character, though. I wouldn't quite say villainy.
I think he just was very misunderstanding and had a very like fucked up sense about it. Because I mean, like at the end of the day, yeah, he just wanted to save his friends, but he was very stupid about how he wanted to go about it.
But if we're taking villainy, all the aspects of villainy into account, I think my number one's gonna be Frieza. I think Frieza might be the best villain. He hits every box. He hits every fucking box.
That is true. I mean, he just planets for fun.
This dude was such a fucking hater on literally anybody Saiyan related. This man bullied the shit out of Vegeta, grabbed him with his tail, and was just beating his back in because he could. Just beating that man's back in. He blew up Planet Namek. He blew up Planet Vegeta. He just be doing it just because he can.
He grabs Goku's best friend in front of him, dangles him above him, not only, and is just like, oh, look at this, I have your friend. I'm gonna explode him now. Right before that, he death
beams Piccolo. Like, this dude is just different levels of evil. Like, just for the sake of fun.
Like, bro, you can't hate that much and not be like the most twisted fucker. Like, every time he even sees Goku, hello, monkey!
Oh, hello, monkeys! Like, bro.
Oh, you filthy monkey! Like, bro
was different level. Different level.
He was hating for sure.
He was indeed.
I can't think of a single person he wasn't hating on at that point, bro. Dude was just.
Madara is like close second because Madara was hating like a motherfucker too. Like he just didn't like any other ninja.
I put Madara at number 3. I'll put Madara at number 3 for me.
Number 2.
Aizen's gotta be number 2.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, Aizen was on.
That dude was just. I can't even explain how much of a fucking bitch you gotta be like him.
But yeah, no, I definitely think Frieza takes best villain.
I think Frieza's gotta be the best villain. He has to be. He is what most villains were modeled after anyway.
I'm gonna have to adjust my list a bit because I forgot about Dio.
Ooh.
No, you can't have the most generational hate than Dio Brando. That motherfucker had generational hate.
Generational hater for sure, but I don't see him topping.
I want to tell you, he's like top. I'm gonna have to put him top 4.
I'll put him like top like 6. I'll put him like top 6.
Because the fact that you kill your adoptive brother's father, you turn into a vampire. They're like, fuck you, Jonathan. But before that, you're kissing on his girl. Then you're laughing at him. You become a vampire to kill everyone. Then you lose. You become an even stronger vampire. Create Jack the Ripper, which is even more fucked up. How do you create Jack the Ripper?
Yeah, that's
And then not only that, years later, you see, oh, Jonathan's getting married. Can't have that. I gotta ruin his life somehow. I'm going to attack him. I'm just ahead, by the way. He's just ahead at this point. But he's gonna send his minions to attack his wedding.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I just can't with you.
But I number one is just gotta be Frieza. I think that's gotta be.
Yeah, I agree. Number one is Frieza. Number one is definitely Frieza.
Frieza was just hating just because he was allowed to.
Just
literally everything he did was simply because he could. Everything he did was simply because he could. And what you gonna do to stop him? Nothing. You gonna catch a death beam to the chest. But on to our next one, which is which anime character had the best character development? And yo, that's a long list of characters.
It is the long list of characters, but we can narrow it down to who had the best one. Who had the best one out of all?
I feel like a lot of people are gonna say Naruto, but in my personal opinion,
definitely not.
I don't think he had any. Don't think he had any character development.
I don't even put Naruto top 10. He's not even top 10.
He didn't really develop much.
He's not top 10.
He was still the same one. He's still the same person till today as we know him. He hasn't really even changed a lot. He's still the same person.
He hasn't changed that much, yeah.
I'm gonna have to give 2 though. Vegeta or Piccolo.
That's what I was saying. I was about to say Vegeta and Piccolo. Them boys had crazy development.
Like, how are you gonna go from these crazy, like, these warriors that are willing to kill anyone for no reason?
Top villains.
To just,
you went from being top DBZ villains to being top DBZ heroes. It's crazy development.
Literally.
I would say Dragon Ball had some good ones. You had Yamcha, Tien,
Yamcha had some good development.
Krillin,
the androids,
Piccolo, the androids. Yeah, them too.
I think Vegeta's the best development out of Dragon Ball, simply for the fact that not only was he developing from being an evil, like, overlord type person to being the person saving Earth over and over and over again, the multiverse at that point.
Yeah.
But also, he developed from having this weird obsession with Goku and this hatred for him to being basically friends with him. They're basically best friends at this point.
I would definitely say for Dragon Ball, Vegeta has to be the #1 for character development because he had the.
I didn't care about being stronger than Kakarot. I didn't care about becoming a Super Saiyan. Like that was crazy development right there, bro.
Yeah.
Not to mention, like the whole thing in the Majin Buu saga when he was watching
he's definitely up there,
Goku
but I mean, there's a couple other characters
Buu
too.
fight. He literally gave off his obsession and literally admitted that Goku was better than him, that he was #1, and he really didn't care about beating him.
Literally on top of that, during the Boost situation, he had the Majin mark, which is supposed to bring out the evil in you. Supposed to bring out the evil within you. And he was once the most evil person you could see. And this man said, fuck that shit. I'ma hug my son real quick, and I'ma sacrifice myself to stop this motherfucker. He failed, but he had the heart and passion to give up his own life to try to stop that bitch and save the fucking world. While he was still technically on the opposition side. Because no one really liked Vegeta at that point either. Like, he was still kind of iffy. He was still kind of iffy. And I mean, sacrificed
for the first time in the Majin arc, for the first time out of every arc in Dragon Ball, he was vulnerable for 1 second.
For once.
Where he actually asked Piccolo, what will happen when I die? And for Piccolo tonight, like, we already know, Piccolo did not really like Vegeta at that point. He was not fucking with Vegeta. But he was like, I'm gonna be straight. You ain't going where Goku be going.
You ain't going to King Kai, you ain't going to heaven. You ain't going nowhere up there in the pearly gates. You going straight down at the bottom deepest pit of hell, bro.
like you killed too many people.
And he
Like,
accepted that. He accepted that though.
he really did. Like that's
And let's
for
talk
the
about
first time.
in the same fucking saga, which is an even better development feat than that. This man Goku said, "Can you just hold him off for 60 seconds?" And this man Vegeta got his ass whooped. He got his ass whooped by Kid Buu for them 60 seconds, and a little bit more actually, so that Goku can get that spirit bomb off. He literally put his life on the line again when he's already dead, by the way. Again. For fucking Goku to get that spirit bomb off. He could have just said, "Nah, fuck you, bro. I ain't get my ass whooped like that again."
I'm already dead. Like, I'm not helping you. Fuck.
Like, cause if he die again, he
yeah,
dead. Like, there's no afterlife after that. And he was like, "Fuck it."
Vegeta is up there for sure.
Vegeta had made most of his character development came from the Buu arc, because he was forced to make a lot of things that were against his Saiyan pride.
Yeah.
It was
And that's what I love
it
about
was
the
testing his character. It was like the whole Buu saga was testing Vegeta's character, testing his morality, and he passed that test. The flying fucking colors. He has multiple different character development stages. Even in Super, he has development. Vegeta's never been one to really want to teach anybody anything, and yet he took on Kappa. He helped get Trunks to like see where his flaws were whenever they were fighting. Like that's just the kind of development he's been having over these couple of years.
Now, if we were to go to another anime, I would have to say Bakugo from My Hero Academia.
He has some pretty good development.
He developed a lot better, especially over the course of the first 4 seasons. He was a fucking dick. Just absolute asshole to Midoriya.
He definitely had some good character development.
Because he had a god complex for so long.
Well, that's why I call Bakugo mini Vegeta. Because they have a lot of parallels towards them. They have a lot of parallels.
Yeah.
Because I especially love him because I recently finished season 7 of My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
He was amazing. I felt like I was happier to see him on screen more than I was back then, because I was annoyed every time he was on screen. But I actually liked when he was on screen during the season. Granted, it's fucked up, but season 7 was his best season out of all of them.
Yeah.
Valid.
Very valid. And I agree with all that too. My Hero Academia had like some really good character development with really good characters. They had some insane ones.
Yeah.
Endeavors
I'm just trying to
has
think.
got to be my favorite.
Not as much as
can't
Vegeta's character development, but there are some good ones in My Hero Academia.
There are definitely some good ones. I don't see any that are topping Vegeta's, but I do see some good ones.
Oh,
Endeavor.
I think
You
Bakugo
have to
tops
say
Piccolo.
Endeavor.
in my
I'm
opinion,
just
Piccolo, but yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
think
like,
anything in Naruto really had, like a lot of those characters, in my opinion, didn't have any character development.
Naruto's a
Unless you
very
go
static
Gaara.
anime, and like no hate to Naruto, but that's kind of why I don't rewatch it or anything. There's no
Like
development.
I love Naruto. That's one of my favorite animes. But
Most of the
realistically,
characters
they
are
didn't
the
really
exact same. Like they have
Yeah.
slight minor differences. Like there's no massive development in Naruto.
Like Sakura becomes slightly useful by the end of the series, and that's about it. I mean, the only one I could probably think of is maybe Itachi, but then again, it wasn't really like character development. Like
It
if you're
wasn't
going based off
He was always good.
story,
Yeah,
like if you go based off following his entire story, and you're like from just like watching it from the start to finish, you're like, oh, this guy like turned on the leaf and then killed all his family members, and then went to go try to find the Jinchuriki, whatever. Jinchuriki, yeah, I can't say that.
Jinchuriki.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, Jinchuriki. And then like he's like, oh yeah, and then he fights Sasuke, and then he's like, I never wanted to do it, but the Uchiha were getting too strong, so I had to kill him. And like it's like, oh, it's decent, but it doesn't touch any other character, in my opinion.
because with the way I see character development is, it's more than just a bad person becoming a good person. There's a lot of animes do that. Most animes that are out there will have a bad character turn to a good guy, but it's always so sudden. There's no real development. It's just kind of, oh no, like they have this mission that they do together, and they find out that they're not so different after all. So then they just start helping each other. But like that's not much development. when I talk about development, I'm talking like, which is why I bring up Vegeta and Piccolo. Like, there's development over sagas, over seasons, over decades of development. It wasn't instantaneous. It was, they started to open up a little bit more, but they still was, you know, the jackass, and you couldn't really trust them because they still might try to kill everybody. And then it would develop from that into them, like, you know, they probably will kill you, but like at the same time, you still can't take that chance. And it just keeps developing until they're this really good person who is always constantly reflecting on their past. Like, this dude has had development from like midway through, I guess, the Namek sagas when it started, all the way to current day. Like, that's a lot of development. It's a lot. Like, and especially for the type of character you are. Because, like, yeah, you could say, oh, but this character in this anime also developed over multiple seasons and whatnot. But did they have the pride Vegeta had? You know how much development you have to put that kind of pride to the side? And admit that you're not the strongest? Most villains don't have that level of pride. This dude, Vegeta, the only person who has more pride than him is Escanor. Because he is pride. Like, that's saying a lot. Like, he put that much pride to the side and admitted, I am not the strongest. I yield. Like, that's development.
Wild.
Yeah, I mean, like, when they had to fuse into Vegeta, like, Vegeta was like, no, I don't want to do that.
Exactly.
I feel weak. I'll feel so weak because of that. But the fact that it took Goku to literally tell him, your wife and child have already been killed by him. My wife and children have been killed by him. Our friends have been killed by him. We have no other choice. The fact that had to break for him to set aside his pride.
That's one of the best scenes between those two. Easily a top 3 scene between Vegeta and Goku, because it just really shows. It really shows. Because younger Vegeta, like Saiyan Saga Vegeta, he wouldn't give a fuck. He wouldn't have gave a damn. But that Vegeta was like, damn, you right, bro. Like, got my wife and kid, got your wife and kids, all these fucking idiots over here that we hang out with for some fucking reason. Like, all right, bet we gonna run this. Once we only get one chance at this, but we gonna run this. And guess what? He changed his mind on that one time because they fused like 2 or 3 times after that.
Yeah. Nope.
Vegeta against Zamasu, Gogeta against Broly. Like, dude.
And the only reason he didn't want to do Gogeta is because he didn't want to do a dance. And that was it.
So for me, there's no argument. It's got to be Vegeta. There's no argument. I can't find somebody that's of equal caliber in terms of development. It's insane how much he developed. Yeah, I gotta put Vegeta at number 1.
There's characters that had good development, but they don't top Vegeta.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, there's a lot of animes with good character development. But there's good development, and then there's astronomical development.
Yeah.
When I was watching Dragon Ball Z, I never thought within a billion years Vegeta would ever join them. I thought that man was going to be the main villain for the next, like, couple seasons. Next couple sagas. It's like, he was horrible. Dragon Ball Z Vegeta was just so,
Yeah.
You felt like that motherfucker could not change.
Yeah, no, he was too much of a jackass to change. I was like, why'd you stop Krillin from killing that nigga? Let him kill him, bro. He is evil.
And then, like, the Namek saga happened, you're like, you know what? I understand his hatred for Frieza and why he was kind of doing what he was doing.
But yeah, let's move on to our next question, though. I think this is gonna be a fun one. Which anime character has the most aura? I think that's... I'm about to think a bit.
Put my boy Piccolo on the board.
Piccolo to go. He aura farming to the max every movie, bruh. Gohan's in trouble. That motherfucker shoot a ki blast to save that nigga. The camera pans 5 different directions. You see Piccolo standing on top of the tallest fucking building with his cape blowing in the non-existent wind. Like, bro, what the fuck?
My favorite Piccolo aura farming moment.
Just because the aura, right?
is the non-canon Broly movie.
Oh my god!
That motherfucker
bro was aura farming so hard.
He was just sitting there like,
bro, every scene
what's good?
All Piccolo does is just sit there and aura farm.
No, you know what was aura from Piccolo? When Frieza came with his army in Dragon Ball Super, Frieza Resurrection and shit. And they was all fighting the Z Fighters. This man Piccolo took off his fucking turban and shit and his fucking cape and was like, hold this for me. And everyone was saying, fell to the bottom of the canyon. I was like, yo, this nigga Piccolo built different. What the fuck? This dude
Like,
fights with his
bro.
arms crossed. Who the fuck does that? He got aura, but at the same time, he's not gonna be number one for me. Because the problem is, he'll aura farm and then get his ass whooped. Like he'll have his like 3 minutes of aura and then get his ass whooped.
Yeah.
So it kind of kills the aura.
Yeah. Gojo.
Gojo is aura incarnate. He is aura
He
incarnate.
is. He really
Literally,
is.
name another nigga with that kind of aura. This dude was born with it. He was like 5 years old and had a grown-ass man plotting on his demise. What the fuck?
It's crazy.
That
Right, how
nigga
you
took
got-
10
like, how
years
did
to
that
come up
happen?
with that plan to kill Gojo. Succeeded just for him to fail, technically. Because this motherfucker said, nah, I'm the main character. Reverse curse technique. The fuck? You resurrected yourself?
Like, that's the funny part. He resurrects himself and he's like, and Toji's like, is that nigga drunk on power?
And then proceeds to hit the most aura flamboyant move in history. Man's not even looking, Ultra Instinct dodging that fucking shit, and then floats into the air, giving the craziest high speech I've ever heard, and then says, hollow technique, purple, flicks that shit, and puts that man in the dirt. That was aura all over it. Like,
And
bro,
you put the same
Gojo
thing for
is...
Toji.
Toji got aura
Toji
for
was
sure.
aura farming.
He was aura farming
He
for
wasn't
sure.
beating Gojo's aura, but he was aura farming. Because
Like,
even when
name
he
another
died,
nigga where every time something crazy happens, and the narrator's like, this is the strongest yada 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 in history, aside from Satoru Gojo. Like, bro, why you gotta glaze him? You're the narrator. You're glazing him as the narrator. What the fuck? Literally with that old nigga, he was like, "This is the fastest sorcerer ever, aside from Satoru Gojo." I'm like, nigga, what? What?
Like, every single sorcerer, aside from Gojo,
This nigga
Bro,
Gojo
The only person that might have more aura than Gojo in JJK is Sukuna. And that's
Hell
just
no.
because
Hell
he
no.
is literally
No, hell no. I like Sukuna, but when is the last time Sukuna had everybody in hiding because he was alive? This nigga Gojo had everyone in hiding, and the moment he got imprisoned, they want to come out the woodwork. And the imprisonment didn't even. This nigga Gojo took over the imprisonment. What the fuck?
Yeah. Quick as fuck, too. Quick as fuck, bro.
like the whole Shibuya arc is just him it's literally him just taking it over.
Do you
That's
know how many
literally
times
all.
they said aside from Satoru Gojo in the anime? Like they said that shit like 40 times. Like
literally.
bro, you have the narrator glazing you. You have the strongest niggas in the world scared of you to the point where they come into hiding. This nigga Sukuna literally said, I don't want to do shit until that nigga Gojo get taken care of. Like, bro.
The only nigga that they will ever say that is stronger than Gojo is what's from the Jujutsu Kaisen movie. What was the main character's name?
Yuta.
Yuta
Is
So
the
they-
only
he
one
is the only one.
he's the only one. He's the only one. And he doesn't even get glazed as much.
That's just because of the fact that he's got Rika.
Yeah, he's got Rika.
I feel like that's like part of the only reason that Yuta's as strong as he is, because he was like crazy, but like I mean, having his that be his curse was like it boosted him like a motherfucker.
It's just
Yeah.
like this nigga Gojo. There's no one in that show that touches his aura. That nigga aura is crazy.
Sung Jin Woo, aura
He
farming.
got crazy aura.
His whole show is just aura. That's all. It's just aura farming.
Oh shit!
Every
Accidentally hit
fucking
my
frame. The whole show, every episode, aura farming.
And now here's where my thought process comes in, right? Because there's Sung Jin Woo and there's Gojo, and I don't care what you say, these two niggas probably got the most aura in anime. Escanor is debatable, but these two niggas got the most aura that I could think of. But the difference is, Gojo's is natural. Gojo doesn't aura farm. He just kind of has it already. This nigga could walk out the door and you're just like, oh my god, it's Gojo! Oh my god! But Jin Woo kind of has to aura farm. Like he isn't just natural with it. He has to do some badass shit and say like a badass one-liner and like aura farm off that shit. which is why I say Gojo has more aura than him. Because Gojo doesn't aura farm whatsoever. He can if he wants to, but he doesn't have to. He literally just breathes, and it's aura. That scene, after he sped through that motherfucker and was breathing heavy as fuck, that breathing was aura as shit. He was just breathing. Like, brother.
Facts, bro.
This nigga I'm not a Gojo glazer, bruh, but like this nigga Gojo is the epitome of aura. You cannot argue that. He is the incarnation of aura. I love Jinwoo, but there's a difference between aura farming and like natural aura. If you have natural aura, you beat any aura farmer any day of the week. Because you don't have to try for it.
But I have 2 honorable mentions.
Right.
3 honorable mentions actually. They're all from Naruto. Kakashi. Him and Gojo are the same fucking thing. They both like,
Kakashi.
Everybody was staring.
Kakashi was the blueprint that created Gojo.
Kakashi, the copy ninja. Like, come on.
Like, no, literally, like, y'all remember, what was it? Kisame, was the shark dude, right? I can't remember his name ever.
Yeah.
But, like, fucking, he was about to try to go fight Kakashi, and Itachi was like, nah, you're not allowed to. It's like, she shut that shit down immediately.
I'm not gonna lie, though. I said nobody else, but Kakashi does. Kakashi is one of the only other characters that will get glazed heavily in their show. Like, Kakashi gets glazed constantly.
Literally.
He does.
Also, we got Kakashi, Madara, had some aura to him. And then probably Pain. I think Pain had a lot of fucking aura, especially with that almighty push scene. That's one of my favorite
I
scenes
think
in all.
Madara and Pain had a lot of aura, but I don't think it's as much as like Kakashi or Gojo.
Oh no, it's definitely not. But that's why I said honorable mention.
I think Kakashi and Gojo might be the two most aura fucking blessed people in fucking fiction, bro. Them niggas just, I don't understand it.
It was so natural. Like,
I don't understand it, bro.
They were just that crazy that they were just able to just do the shit.
If I was to give another honorable mention, Jotaro Kujo. I can't, bro. Favorite character in that fucking show, but he was just aura. The whole Stardust Crusaders arc was just him aura farming. First time you see him sitting in a cell,
crazy
aura farming. Puts a gun up to his head. Star Platinum stops the bullet. He's like, this just happens. I don't know.
Okay, no. Okay, I don't know if he's in the top 2. He might be actually after the shit. This nigga Anos Vodigode. This motherfucker is aura itself. This nigga really said, did you really think crushing my heart would kill me? Yes, nigga. That's typically what it does. What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, what? Did you really think killing me would kill me? Like, brother, are you okay? Are you mentally okay?
How does that work? How? What?
Like, I don't get it. Like, this nigga, he be saying shit that don't make sense. Did you really think stopping time would stop me? Brother, that's what it's supposed to do. What are you made of? What the fuck? Like, this dude aura farms 24/7. Brother's heartbeat was killing a man. His heartbeat was killing a man. And then he was resurrecting and killing this thing over. He was just snapping and killing, resurrecting. Like, bro, what the fuck? This dude Anos is built different. He is built different, bro. Like, he don't get talked about enough when it comes to aura and shit. Like, bro.
Oh my god. You speaking of killing and resurrecting a motherfucker just for fun, who was doing that shit? There was a character in an anime who was just fuck. What's his name? Roy Mustang.
Roy, you're right.
Oh shit, yeah.
That motherfucker, like his hatred for whatever that nigga's name was that killed. Oh boy, the fact that he not only aura farmed when he killed him, that motherfucker was playing a symphony with that shit. How are you playing a symphony on a nigga?
I don't know. It's still the fact that like they have to aura farm to have like that much aura. I still think like Kakashi and Gojo.
It's hard for me because Anos, he doesn't have to. He has natural aura.
Fair.
That nigga has natural aura.
Yeah.
It's hard though. It's hard to pick a number one. I think it's between Anos, Kakashi, and Gojo. I think they have the most natural aura out of any anime character.
Top
I
three.
just kind of think they're tied for first, honestly, just because like in all their own ways, they're just too fucking good to like put one against the other.
Yeah, it's an aura fest up in that bitch. As some honorable mentions though, obviously you can have Escanor, Piccolo. Like these are honorable mentions. I think people don't realize this because this motherfucker just so silly and goofy all the time. But Rimuru, when Rimuru gets pissed, that nigga is radiating with aura.
Oh yeah, look.
Remember when that motherfucker was he was going through the ritual to become a demon lord? Bro, that shit was aura as fuck. That shit was aura as fuck.
Rimuru just from the beginning of the show. Like, how do you swallow an entire dragon?
That shit. That dude. They got some aura characters in there though. Diablo, that motherfucker got aura as fuck. I love Diablo. Benimaru too. Benimaru got some aura.
Oh, Benimaru.
I'm about to say, I can't remember the wolf's name, but the wolf.
Fuck. What was his name? What was his
Ragnar
name?
or whatever. Was it Ragnar?
Ragnar.
Ragnar. That motherfucker.
It's a show full of goofy ass
when he
aura
did
farmer
that
stuff.
fucking, when he did that lightning strike the first, I was like, what?
Cause like there's a lot of like potential like if we exclude the top three that we chose, it would be impossible to choose out of the next ones. Cause like Ichigo, this nigga Ichigo, bro. Oh my gosh, the aura is leaking.
He literally had a girl. She was like, "Oh, what's his Ichigo look like?" He probably was ugly. Looked at him.
That shit was
She
funny.
was nutting. She was busting all
screaming. Oh, Ichigo.
She saw him just like, "Oh, hi!" Like, "Oh my god."
I was so wrong.
And then there's your
Like,
boy
bro.
Ainz. This nigga Ainz got aura for days. Don't even try him.
I was gonna say Zenitsu for the simple fact when he's actually locked in,
When he's locked
he's
in,
aura farming. He's just farming that aura like the whole time. First time you see this nigga lock in, you're like, "Who is that?" That ain't the same crybaby a minute ago.
Like we said though, like that boy, just like it's hard to pick on that one, but we're just gonna stick with the three that we.
He's not gonna beat top three. I don't know if y'all seen this one though, but your boy Yato from Noragami, when that motherfucker was in his it went back to his old ways. When he went back to his old ways of being a killer god and shit, bro. That nigga had aura. That nigga was tripped out in it. That I fucking love. I love that anime. I need to watch Noragami again. That is one of my favorite animes ever, bro. Dude is dripped in aura.
Yeah, I was gonna say fucking Giorno Giovanna as well. Because he would that final part of part 5, Diavolo was just like, huh? What? I don't know no more.
Now this is gonna be a hard one for me to pick specifically. But the next question is, which anime is the closest to being considered perfect in terms of writing, pacing, length, characters, all of that? Including all factors, which anime is closest to being perfect?
Oh, One Piece is out the question.
Yeah, One Piece is already out. All correct. Because it's been dragging.
One show that, in my opinion, has the worst fucking pacing ever. Like,
and like, it's hard for me to answer this because when you think of perfect altogether, it's more than likely not going to be an anime that you always watch or one that you always like. There's a lot of animes that I don't like that I think are made well. They're just not for me. But it's like there's a couple with like almost damn near perfect, like everything. They got like perfect.
I'm gonna have to say Hell's Paradise.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Hell's Paradise is a really fucking good one.
It's good.
It has beautiful animation.
I wish it was a little bit longer. I wish it was a little bit longer.
I wish it was longer, but I mean, 12 episodes, especially with how much.
Okay, so what do you guys think is the perfect length then, and then we can narrow it down from there?
I would say 20 to 25. That's like a decent length you can get like a whole story.
I'd say a bit longer than that. I say about no more than like 60. I'd say no more than about 60. It gives you multiple seasons. full of story, and you get basically everything you need out of it. There's nothing
we're
dragged
doing
on.
multiple seasons. I thought we were talking like a season length.
No.
Multiple seasons. I see 60.
I'd say about
I'm about to
60.
say, multiple seasons like 60. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd definitely say at least like 60. I was gonna go for like originally like 50
I
or
don't know.
55.
I will
but
say
dude,
this is an
I'll
honorable
definitely say
mention
60.
because it doesn't have 60 yet. But I think Spy X Family could be a really good, like that one is like,
It is a very good one.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's
But
up there. It's not,
I wouldn't
like,
say
the
perfect for the sake
Yeah.
of certain like writing in there is just kind of lacking,
fair. Yeah.
because it is a lighter hearted anime, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'd say it's hard to pick. Because like I could also extend the perfect length depending on how much really good material is in the manga. Because if you have a lot in the manga, then you'll need a bit more. So if you have like a really deep, detailed, big manga, I'd say around like 120. I'd say about 120.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're going off series that have concluded.
It's hard to say.
It's so
I
hard.
think another honorable
'Cause-
mention might possibly have to be Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, I see that.
Because
I'm gonna-
Chainsaw was pretty fucking good.
It was
I was gonna
good
say
in terms of I
Freyrin.
enjoyed it, but I don't think it was perfect though. It was lacking a lot of shit.
Because I was gonna say Freyrin, but I mean that's a
Freyrin,
definite considering it's
that's
gonna
a
be
good-ass
animated
one.
here.
That's
It's a really good anime.
Freyrin might be in
well-crafted.
the top 3 of like actual like perfectly made animes. It's really perfectly made.
Because I mean, you can't say Demon Slayer because people will always claim it's carried by anime.
You
It's
gotta
carried by
remember.
animation.
You gotta take your own bias out of the equation. Because something
Yeah,
that
like,
you might
I'm
like doesn't
taking
mean
my
that it's
bias out of
perfectly
it.
made.
Yeah, like I'm not saying it's perfectly made. I'm saying like it's carried by animation heavily because that's what gives
Demon
the
Slayer
appeal to
is
it.
carried by animation. And that's it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if we're going off perfection, like pure perfection with beautiful
With
storytelling,
every category,
animation,
writing and character development, the everything about it.
like it's a hard
What
hit.
is y'all's opinion on Black Clover? Because I've heard a lot of
Fucking
people
love
say
it.
that they think that's
Fucking love it.
It's amazing.
It's
The hate towards
it's
it was
so
forced.
good.
Okay.
It's literally let me explain this, right? I literally did a lot of research because I was trying to figure out why people were hating on it after I binged it. It was like it did make sense, and literally it is simply because Asta is just too loud. Most people don't want to watch the show because Asta
valid.
yells a lot. Now I'm like, that's his character. That's literally how his character
Yeah,
is
he's
written.
a loud character.
He's a loudmouth. That's the point.
His whole
I
thing
think-
is scream for power.
I think Black Clover might be up there actually. It's
Yeah,
I
I
can't
was
think of
saying-
anything bad with it. I can't. It was so good.
I enjoyed it, and I mean, like when I sit down, and I've heard a lot of people like put that up there. Like when they talk about like a perfect anime, I've heard a lot of people.
Black
put that
Clover
up
is
there.
a
Like,
very,
they
very,
talk
very,
shit about
very
it 'cause
well-made
of
anime.
loudmouth, but
The characters, the story,
it's
the
top
writing, the battle, all of it is so good. It is so good. It's up there. It's up there for me. Up there with Freyrin for sure. It's so hard to pick, dude. It's so hard to pick.
I would say Full Metal.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt that.
64 episodes. It was condensed 64 episodes.
Yeah.
That's not bad. But it's also hard. There's too many, like, because there are like a ton
there
of
are
animes
some
that
like
could
really
hit it.
like perfect ones.
That's it. The only downside to Black Clover is the amounts of filler, because they had to put a filler episode in like every 7 episodes, so that starts to add up. There's like a season's worth of
it's like
filler
the
in there.
only downside.
I just skipped the filler episodes. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I did.
Naruto's whole shtick, there was just mainly filler in Naruto.
Yeah.
Listen, because like Black
Well,
Clover has
that-
most of the episodes are like
that-
actual episodes. There's like 140, I think, episodes or some shit in Black Clover, and like
Yeah.
20-ish, about 20 of them are filler episodes.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes they have the filler episodes though.
it was still
People
like
love Marshall.
as close to perfection as I could think of besides Freyren. And then there's like, a lot of the sadder animes are like really, really well made.
Yeah, the really sad animes are the ones that are
Romance
really,
ones
really
and sad
good.
ones, depending on which ones you pick out of them, can be very well made or very bad made.
Cyberpunk.
Mm,
I'm gonna have to say that one. Like top 5. I wouldn't say top 3, but top 5 because not only was it
good,
the animation was beautiful. It had like the beautiful aesthetics because I mean it's cyberpunk.
but I wouldn't put it over Freyren or Black Clover.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it over them. I put it top 5.
I'll put it like top 5, maybe top 10.
Yeah, it was good, but I don't know. I think Black Clover and Faerun those were like
I
really
think
fucking good.
it's hard for me to like
'Cause
really pick out which ones. I think now personally, I think if they wouldn't have fucked up seasons like the second half of season 2 and season 3, I think Shield Hero would have been on this list easily. Because season 1 of Shield Hero was perfection, and then they fucked it up like midway through season 2, and then season 3 was just complete and utter garbage. But like season 1 of Shield Hero was peak. It was so good.
That's how I felt about Sword Art.
I think
Season
Sword
2
Art.
wasn't good
Yeah,
enough.
I think season 1 was really good, and then everything after that was just ass.
Yeah.
Gun Gale was decent in my opinion. It wasn't terrible, but it was
It's
decent.
fine, but it's not Sword Art. I was fine with Gun Gale. It's just not Sword Art. They should have made that
I wish
its
they
own
didn't.
show, and that's it.
Yeah, because I mean they ended up making it its own show
Yeah,
with a
its
whole
own
different
separate little
character.
branch.
Yeah, but I mean they should have did that in the first place instead of
Yeah, they should
adding
have started
Kiryu
with it
Telltale
like
to
that.
it.
I've seen so many animes. It's hard for me to like pinpoint which ones are the best. Like I've seen so many.
Or would we allow AOT into perfect or no? Because
AOT?
everything in that show.
AOT is up there in like the top 5 for me. Not over the other 2, but it's up there in the top 5.
You know, I might give it. Personally, I might give it to Black Clover. Fake one was good.
I want Freeman to be a little bit
I
longer.
love
If Freeman gets a little bit longer, then I'll put it over Black Clover.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
But, like because of where the links that they're at right now, I'm gonna have to say Black Clover.
Black Clover, yeah.
Because I want to give an honorable mention, Madoka Magica.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
That's a really good one. It's so fucking good. Like you have
so
this
good.
magical girl anime that it seems all cutesy and it seems like it's all this and it's just so innocent. And then it turns out it's so gory and bloody and intense.
I think I found the perfect one. No, I changed my mind on Black Clover. I'm sorry. Black Clover, you're number 2. The number 1 is Violet Evergarden, bro. Violet Evergarden
Oh my
is
God.
actual
I forgot that show
perfection.
existed. Oh my fucking
Violet
God,
Evergarden
yeah.
is perfection. There's nothing better than it. It is the most perfect everything I've ever seen in my life. I literally, because I didn't think I would like it. I didn't think I would like it just based off like the cover of like for the anime. So I clicked on, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll watch it. I sat there, watched the entire thing in every movie 4 times in a row. It was so good. My brain had an orgasm, had a braingasm. Like it was just, I didn't know what I was watching at that point. I was enlightened. I saw the light. I saw the path through the future. Like I don't know what to tell you. It was so good. So I'm saying Violet Evergarden for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
No debating it for me.
Beautiful anime.
It is so
You ain't
beautiful.
watched
I'm
these
gonna rewatch
animes,
it.
Go watch it.
I'm gonna go rewatch Violet
I
Evergarden
need to
ASAP.
rewatch it. I haven't seen it in a little bit.
Cause that
So,
shit was
I need to
ooh. She's such a badass too. Oh my gosh. Violet is such a badass. Oh. But yeah, no, that's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. Cause I made a list of it too, cause like I was watching it, I had a little checklist and it crossed everything on the checklist. I was sitting there trying to think of new shit to put on the checklist because it crossed everything already. And that was after like 5-6 episodes. But yeah, I'm gonna stick with Buck. And then I kind of wanted to ask this, but I feel like I have to change the question because it's a bit too easy of a question. But Okay. So, aside from Goku or Pikachu, aside from those two, who is the most iconic anime character besides those two? Can't be those two because it's too obvious.
Yeah.
So aside from Goku and Pikachu, who is the most iconic anime character?
I mean, I feel like Kakashi and Gojo are up there because everybody knows them, even if they haven't watched those shows.
I'm gonna have to say, and I know I don't really give a damn for the show, but Luffy. I'm gonna have to say Luffy.
Valid. That is.
Yeah, I see that.
Luffy,
I'm gonna have
Luffy
to
and
say
Zoro
Luffy.
are up there.
Simply because of Japan itself, like Luffy is revered extremely highly in Japan. Like extremely highly. Almost on par with Goku and Pikachu. I'm gonna have to say Luffy. I was gonna say Deku, because Deku is a very iconic character.
Yeah.
Extremely iconic. More so than I ever thought he was gonna be. I didn't think like My Hero would ever get that big, but like it's gotten massive.
It's gotten really big. I mean, like 7 straight seasons and there's one more.
It's gotten massive. I do agree with that. It's gotten massive.
Like, ooh, it's such a hard choice.
It is a hard choice. It is a hard one. Vegeta's iconic. Kakashi's iconic. Gojo's iconic. Deku's iconic. Luffy's iconic. It's just like
Piccolo's up there a little bit too.
Piccolo is iconic for sure.
Gohan is definitely up there.
Ooh, back then in Z, Gohan was like he was close to hitting the top. Back in Z, he was close to hitting the top of icon level. Everyone, even if you didn't like Dragon Ball Z, you remember the entirety of the Super Saiyan 2 scene. It was so iconic.
Literally.
It was so iconic.
Yeah.
I feel like Tanjiro's gotten up there.
He's gotten
up to being a pretty iconic.
He's definitely reached the ranks a little.
It's very hard. It's like a very hard.
I'm gonna say a mix between either Deku or Luffy. Those are my two. I can't pick between the two.
That's right.
I don't really know Luffy all that well because I can't get into One Piece. I can't really watch One Piece.
I mean,
So I'm gonna have to go with.
I watched the first like 2
I'm just
episodes.
I'm just gonna go with Deku on this one because I don't know much about Luffy. All I know is that he's got gears. He ate a devil fruit. That made him kind of a bit of a cartoonish character abilities.
Right.
Yeah,
That's really much all I know about Luffy. So I'm probably gonna side with Deku on this one.
Oh,
That
that
I
makes
just don't
okay.
know
Well, that makes for
all
an
that.
interesting next question. That makes for a very interesting next question. Which would be, which anime has the most iconic scene? That's the hard ass question, and that's going to have to be the last question too, because it's gonna take a little minute to get through this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we just throw out some of our like personal ones that we think are up there.
Oh, you have to let me think for a second, man. Hold on now.
I know. I got some already though. It's because I got some. Fucking that again. I'm bringing back Pain because Pain I love the Pain arc. But that whole the whole Almighty Push scene, that whole scene where he was fighting Naruto. 2 really good fucking like iconic scenes. Like everybody, you talk to anybody, those are like 2 scenes people are gonna bring up. Some of them might bring up the Ninja War too, but in my opinion, it's not as iconic as Pain.
I think there's one in Naruto that might be a little bit more iconic. I think that's number 2.
Which one?
The whole Gaara screaming like, "It's my blood! It's my blood!" That scene is iconic as fuck.
That is actually valid.
Yeah.
That goes down as one of the best VA moments in fucking anime. That's easily one of the best voice acting moments in anime.
Bringing back up the whole Hollow Purple.
Yeah, that's
scene.
iconic.
Pretty fucking iconic.
For me,
Trying to think.
and it always dates, for me, everything always dates back to a lot of the older animes. Because older animes just typically have more iconic stuff. For me, I think Dragon Ball has at least 4 of the most iconic scenes.
Valid.
Because there's
Also, Jiraiya's death.
Jiraiya's death. Yeah, that was iconic.
I cried. I had to stop watching the show for a little bit because that hurt me.
I'm gonna have to say, because I know from Dragon Ball, the 4 that I have are Goku going Super Saiyan for the first time. That is easily one of the most iconic scenes in anything, not just anime, just like history in general. Super Saiyan is just, that was so good. Gohan going Super Saiyan 2. Because it almost had as much impact as the Super Saiyan, but not quite. There was a, I can't remember when exactly it happened, but it was a really fucking iconic scene in Dragon Ball. Fucking hell, let me think. Because I haven't watched this shit in a hot little second. I haven't watched this shit in a hot little second. If we're counting non-canon, I'm gonna have to say Fusion Reborn, where they become Gogeta. That shit's iconic.
Yeah. That one's a good iconic one.
What's some y'all
Super
got,
Saiyan 3.
man?
Super Saiyan 3. That shit is iconic as fuck. There we go. Goku going Super Saiyan 3 against Boo. Bro. That shit was iconic as fuck.
What you got, DJ? We take all yours.
We're choosing iconic scenes, right?
Yeah, most iconic scenes.
Most iconic scenes. Oh.
Well, which anime you think had the most iconic scenes? So.
Which anime had the most iconic scenes? All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with AOT when
that's
Aaron found out when we found out Reiner and Bertolt were the Colossal and Armor Titan. That one.
Yeah. That's a good
The
one.
voice actor for Aaron. You traitors? Oh my god! Crazy ass shit right there. I'm gonna have to. That one right there from AOT was very fucking iconic.
Was indeed.
Definitely.
I think you could probably mention when Luffy got Gear 5 because that was supposedly
it was
internet breaking.
It was internet breaking for sure. It's hard for me to think.
That's definitely one on the list.
It's so hard for me
Then
to think.
we're actually gonna have to say our like best one though too. Fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
There's so many good ones.
I mean, if we're talking,
Personally, I might have to give it to when Goku went Super Saiyan 1, just because that was like its older show.
It was the start of a generational fucking run.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
dude.
like that was because I mean that was the first time anybody had ever gone Super Saiyan. Like it's the first like iconic scene. It started off everything. Like I feel like it's got to go to that one because of the fact that like it is the grandfather of everything.
Yeah.
like I mean, that, and I also want to say MUI.
Ooh, that was internet breaking. That shit was internet breaking.
It literally broke Crunchyroll. It broke the internet. Like,
but with that, though it was internet breaking, I think it pales in comparison to the OG Super Saiyan due to the fact that it was such an emotional scene.
Yeah,
MUI wasn't quite emotional, but it was more very badass. It was one of the most badass scenes in Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
But I think the emotion from Super Saiyan tops the badassery from Ultra Instinct.
Yeah.
It was like
And
Krillin just got
that
killed,
was the
Piccolo got death beamed. This nigga Goku said, Gohan, get out of here while I still can control myself. Like, this nigga was about to tweak out. And Frieza's
really was about to tweak.
Frieza's sitting here like, yo, what the fuck going on with the weather, bro? It don't ever fucking thunderstorm on Namek. Like, the fuck is that?
How are we doing this shit, bro?
Yo, why is your hair flickering yellow? Like, wait, whoa. Chill, brother, chill. Like, that dude's getting pissed. And bro was like, he was like grunting and shit, bro, with that transformation. It was such a long, beautiful transformation.
Yes.
And then he gave the best speech ever right after.
He did. And I mean, his exit off of Namek, when he gave Frieza energy, how are you gonna give your op energy?
You fool!
And then he's gonna try and shoot you. You're like, bro, I gave you a chance. You fool scene?
Dude, Goku back in Dragon Ball Z is one of the coldest niggas to exist. That motherfucker, bro. He gave you power. You tried to use it against him, motherfucker said, you fool! Just blasted your shit. Like, bro, that nigga was
Like,
he
bro.
was cold.
Frieza got embarrassed so many times during that one arc. So many. Not only did Goku give me like 50 slaps to the face, funny as fuck, by the way. Just bang, 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 bang.
And I know,
Right.
we're not about to branch onto this topic. I just want to make it a little honorable mention for Goku. When this nigga in the Cooler movie just picked up that bird and brought it back to life, that shit was just
that was beautiful.
radiating with aura.
Yeah.
This
That
nigga
was a
Cooler
good
looked at
one.
him. He was like, "Nigga, what the fuck? What? Huh?" Like, yo,
No.
it was crazy. It was different.
I don't know if y'all know this nigga, SS Blaze on TikTok.
Y'all love Blaze.
When he did,
Fucking love
when he
Blaze.
did that skit on Cooler fighting him, where he's like, Frieza, you didn't tell me this nigga could bring people back from the dead.
It was
like,
yeah, but that Super Saiyan scene, it was so different. It was so different. We never saw Super Saiyan like that ever again. Like, this man was changing the weather. Bro was grunting. His eyes were flickering. His hair was flickering. The ground beneath him was crackling. Like, it was the start to so many amazing transformations, not just in Dragon Ball, but just like in anime in general. Like, it was, and Super Saiyan is referenced in literally all pieces of media. You can see Super Saiyan in so many cartoons, other animes.
you can see it in fucking Gintama.
You can see it in movies. You can see it in books. They have Super Saiyan in books as a reference. Like, bro, everyone knows Super Saiyan. That's what makes it even more iconic. Like, it was just such a crazy moment. Like, the internet wasn't, like, we didn't really have the internet like we have the internet now. Like, this was back in, what, 1994, 1995? Like, dude, if we had the internet at that point, Super Saiyan would have done more than broke the internet. It would have crashed everyone's servers. We wouldn't have the internet anymore. Like, everyone on this planet knows Super Saiyan. I haven't met a single person who doesn't know it. Like,
what's even crazier too is when Akira Toriyama was actually creating the scene in the manga, that his hair was supposed to be black. Super Saiyan was supposed to be a black hair transformation, but he was too lazy.
He was tired of inking it in all the time, so he was like, "Yeah, we're just gonna leave it white." And his laziness caused the greatest thing in history.
It literally did. Rest that man's soul. I hope he. Oh.
But that's gonna be the last thing for us. That's gonna be the end of this podcast. I had a good ass time talking about all these topics and whatnot. Next episode is going to be about Avatar. So y'all swing by for that episode and whatnot. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe though. Comment down below what you want to see us talk about in the future. I can pencil it in for the next for some future episodes. I got the next 3 or 4 planned, but I can make a note of all these. Make sure you hit the bell so you stay notified and you don't miss out on anything. These podcast episodes will be going up every Sunday. Not at the same time. The time might vary depending, but it will be on Sundays. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned for that. And I'll see all you wonderful people in the next one. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Yes, I would travel to the galaxy. Nothing to weigh us down, it's just you and me. And if we ever drifted off like we were lost at sea, know that I would find you.
Even if we're apart, just look up to the stars. Know I'll be there right beside